we meet again. Um, just saw Debbie Harry on a YouTube last night, and oh God, it was. Why do they do this? Why do they ruin the good memories? Why? For the money, I guess. She could never sing in the first place. The only track I like by Blondie's Heart of Glass or Heart of Glass. And this is Giorgio Moroder, that wonderful synth beat thing going underneath, but her voice is shit. She's never a good singer, but she was good looking or made up well as one that worked in the photographic industry for many decades. Some of the models would walk into the studio and they'd go off to the bathroom to do whatever they do, probably have a shit or something. But actually, yeah, there's some interesting stories there. Whenever someone famous came in and they spent more than 5 minutes in the toilet and they come out, I'd duck in straight away after them to see what the stench was like. And Mark Hunter from Dragon was pretty off. He's a nice guy. He's friendly, but my golly, don't know what he'd been eating. Yeah, and they come into the studio and he wouldn't look at them twice. And then they get made up, and you go, whoa, what the? And we'd all come rushing out of our little dark rooms and things and go, oh my God. But without the makeup, you wouldn't look at them twice. And other pretty girls, naturally pretty girls, would come in and get their photos, portraits taken for their portfolio. And they never looked as good as they did in real life, because it's all about bone structure. And Debbie Harry has got that. Even though it's a Slavic face to me, a fairly large skull. But apparently her real name is Angela Trimble. And that sounds, I don't know, Anglo-Celt, but she doesn't look Anglo-Celt to me. She's got some Slavic thing going on there. Oh yeah, it was embarrassing. Just so sad, I mean, I had my German girlfriend was her age, and she was 5 or 6 years older than me, so she's the same age as me, my old girlfriend, and she just couldn't sing. She never had a strong voice ever, and watching her trying to even get close to, oh God. But the crowd's there and they're all going, whoops a daisy, woo hoo. And I'm thinking, well, it's these idiots that pay to see these. I can't remember the last time I saw a live concert. Well, actually, I can. It was Link Ray in 1996. And it was great. And he was already like 30, 40 years past his fame, but he was fantastic. And I'm glad I got to see the legendary Link Ray. Not the dreadful record I got of his, it's unlistenable. But live, he was kick butt live. Some of these performers just don't, like someone like Blondie sounds great on record because it's beautifully produced pop, but live, we'll forget it. And then Link Ray and Dick Dale, wow, they're the last two concerts I ever saw, two guitar legends. And I think I saw them both within 12 months or 6 months even. They both came out to Sydney, and man, they both were fantastic live. And just the right size audience, a couple hundred people, if that. And a young audience at the time, those youngsters in the audience, I'm thinking, what are these teenagers doing here? Well, they'd be like in their 40s now, off track. And the other thing is, of course, low res productions, a low quality, low res production today. Sorry, but there we go. I just was watching some boring turd. Actually, I watched about 3 boring turds in a row on YouTube today, moaning on about that Paul McHorse and Cartney bastard. They said he's 79 and he's about to tour the US. I thought, well, and all these, even these rabid psychos that go on about Paul McCartney, Johnny Yoko, fucking sad sacks. Um, even they're saying, oh my God, it sounds. What is wrong with these? This bastard is so fucking rich. He could afford to buy all the weapons in the world and wipe out Russia in 1 second. And I don't mean nuclear, I just mean normal weapons. But ego, can you imagine that? It's sad, isn't it? It's sad seeing Debbie Harry and, oh Christ, what's the other one? Patti Smith. Oh, I got a couple of her records, they're good, but I always thought she was a bit, but she looks like a bloke now. She's actually got a moustache. Oh, it's fucking sickening. Chrissy Hine was so cute, but oh my God, that's another one. It's all, well, I'm getting to what I want to get to. People that have shat themselves on stage. One of the most famous ones was Tad Doyle of the greatest band of all time, Tad. Yeah, he did a big stinking poo-poo in his pants when he was touring England with Nirvana. It's true. It was in the New Musical Express. Stevie Wright down in Tasmania. He was so off his head on drugs he forgot where he was, and he thought he was on the toilet, and he did a shit in his pants while he was performing in Stevie Wright X Easy Beat. Yeah, and then G.G. Allen, this goddamn freak, non-talent, just a laughable clown, awful, awful, awful. G.G. Allen, look it up on YouTube. The guy, just a monstrosity. Well, his thing was to do a shit on stage and throw it at the audience and then smear the shit all over himself. And someone said he went to one of those concerts and he said the stench was so bad he had to leave. So I'm hoping that Paul McCartney will have a senior moment on his tour, but he could be like Elvis now. He's probably wearing a big adult diaper, So if you go to his concert, if you pay $245 to watch a wretched old wrinkled man singing The Long and Winding Road, Mull of Kintyre, Michelle, my bell, yesterday, oh my, a bloody, a bludder, la 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 la. Yes, all the hits. If he's wearing big baggy trousers or a big baggy suit, I bet you he's wearing a fucking adult diaper, Or he might be so senile he thinks he's G.G. Allen, and he rips his clothes off, and we can see his wrinkles, and then he does a great stinking shit and throws it at the audience, and it hits Mean Mr. Mayo, one of those sad sacks that Norman Maslov, But I think Norman Maslov would prefer to have one of Yoko Ono's stinking turds splatter him in the face. Anyway, that's my 2 bobs worth for today. Have a nice day.